to the blast furnace. Hot as hell in here.
Hot as hell in here.
Yeah, man, but it's a dry heat.
Back. CRT is back in the room. Back in the blast furnace, and it is the blast furnace. 33.7 degrees. And that's with the door open, because the wife's out in the garden. Fucking roasted. Fat bloke in the vest is back. Wiping sweat from my eyes. Oh. Cheers, everybody. Hope we've been well. I am absolutely battered. Yeah, no tales from the booter, because I didn't go to the booter today. Million and one things, and I mean, mate Ryan wasn't going, so I'd have to make my own way there. I've been doing the garden yesterday, had a bit of sun, had some beers, and you know what, I thought, fuck it. I really just couldn't be bothered. I'm probably just getting too old. So yeah, I just thought, no, just knock it on the head. Let's just enjoy the weather. Did some more garden today. So I did the front garden yesterday, did the back garden today. Absolutely fucking killed me now. I'm broken. I am a broken man. But yeah, we have a CRT. The black elephant in the room. As you can see there, it's a Panasonic. This is 27 inch or 29 inch. Can't remember now. Oh. So I was looking at the OSSC and linking up to, you know, an LCD panel, whatever you want to call it, TFT panel. But in light of obviously, you know, the sort of changes hopefully with the room, I thought, you know what, I really need a CRT back in the room. And I was angling for a portable, just a little portable, Sony Triniton, you know, 14-inch portable would do me fine. This turned up on one of the Facebook pages for free. The lady even dropped it around my house. It needed cleaning. The remote control was absolutely, it was rotten. Cleaned it all up, works fine now, works perfect. It is RGB. There was something really weird. I couldn't get any picture out. I could just get a little bit of sound. When I started looking at the back and sort of, I didn't take it completely apart. I just took the shell off. And what I noticed was there was a screw missing that was actually holding the SCART socket to the back of the panel, oddly enough. So I took one out from the audio, which I'm never going to use, put that in, and yeah, it works fine. I mean, the SCART port's really really grips the connection, so you have to kind of really force it in. But yeah, it's fine, it's working. I've got like a little switch box here, so I shouldn't need to touch that again. So yeah, for absolutely fuck all delivered to my house. It's not a Sony, it's a Panasonic. I think Panasonic, Toshibas and Sony make good panels anyway, so I'm quite happy with it. So for now, it will do. It's not staying here. I'm kind of cramped in front of everything. I just haven't had the time or wherewithal to do anything with this room. I nearly didn't make this video, to be honest. I say I was going to do it yesterday, but doing the garden, and then I was absolutely bollocks. Done the garden again this morning, the back garden, and I'm absolutely bollocksed. And I thought, no, if I don't do this, then it won't get made. Because obviously tomorrow's bank holiday, Monday, so something, you know, there'll be something come up, and just time runs away with you. And not only that, I wanted to get a sort of I don't know, a big up, shout out, a rev up for Revival, which is 2 weeks yesterday, so the 19th, I want to say. So yeah, if you can make that at the Walsall Bescot Stage, I'll put the links down below. Revival Generation X, you know, I've been sort of hinting at it and mentioning it, and I know a lot of the tubers have as well. But yeah, it's going to be happening, I think. So a lot of people are going to be in attendance. I'm not going to name names, but there'll be enough people there that you should recognise. And if you do recognise anybody, come and say hello. Come and say hello. I'll be there. I'll probably, me and Rob and myself will be going up Friday. So I've obviously offered like Craig Turner and Dana and Ant and Alex. You know, if you need hand moving stuff, positioning stuff, you know, I'll be available. I don't mind helping out, giving hand and stuff like that. So maybe Friday night, instead of Friday night, instead of Saturday night, and then come home on Sunday. And it's not, you know, it's only Walsall, so it's not like a million miles away for us. It's really shaping up to be a cracking event. 2-dayer. You've got Dave Perry, Dave the Animal, the game's animal. I don't know too much detail around that. Who else has come in? Ian someone who did one of the other game shows. There may be a few other special guests unannounced. So yeah, it's like I say, it's I think Craig Turner, who runs it, he's got the right formula. I said that the first one I went to when they rebooted it, I think it hadn't been on for a couple of years. I really enjoyed it. I liked how it was, and then when I went to the one in the Bescott, I really enjoyed it there as well. So yeah, it's not an expo. It is not an expo. It's more of a collector's event, if you like. There will be arcade machines, there will be pinball machines, there will be vendors. It's not a games market and it's not an expo, kind of in between. So people who go to the expos expect a game market, people who go to the game market expect an expo, because obviously at the markets there's no games to play. So this kind of falls in that gap, it's filling that void, I think. And I say it's more of a community type setup. Not to say it's clicky or anything like that, it's because it's smaller. And like I say, it just harks back to them early days of some of the events where you get a lot of people with the 8-bit micros. I just like looking at all that old shit anyway. Nothing else. You guys know that. So yeah, I've got a few bits, mainly Megadrive, mainly Sega. Actually, one or two Nintendo items. Nintendo makes an appearance once again. Talking of Nintendo, where's that fucking game? Shantae, Half Genie. My God, is that fucking balls hard. I am just getting old. My reflexes are just not what they used to be. I don't know. It is a tough. I mean, that second boss, is it the mermaid? I mean, I had to watch a YouTube video because I thought I can't do it. I only had like 3 bits of a heart. But I watched a video on it, and the person who did it on the video had more hearts than I did, but I managed to get the gist of how you do it. So yeah, I did that with the 3 hearts and stuff. It's a tough old game. I tell you what, it looks to be deceptive. Yeah, you hit the wall really quick in that game. So I'm currently stuck on the level where you have to sort of scale up. It's not much after the mermaid one, to be honest. After the mermaid, did that one, I thought, you know what, I've had enough at the minute. So I haven't gone back to it yet. I don't think you can even see this screen, can you? Because the reflection, you just see back of my fat head. This is actually Little Big Adventure. Right. I think that's covered most things. I say, yeah, no booter today. I'm sure it would have been cracking. I'm sure there'd be, you know, every man and his dog's found something, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting that point. I think for me as well, not sort of saying, oh, I'm not going to go to the booters anymore. It's not a case that I need to be very conscientious of space, although I am already. But given the plans that we've got, all the stuff out the garage has got to go somewhere. So I don't want to start, you know, picking up massive hauls and bundles and stuff, because I'm going to have nowhere to put it. So the garage is going to have to be emptied at some point, and all the stuff's probably going to come into here. So yeah, there'll probably be no videos at that point for weeks, however long it takes for the work to finish. So yeah, I just want to, you know, I don't want to go nuts. I really should be selling stuff off that I don't need, you know. But anyway, so like I say, that combined with making my own way there, combined with having a bit of a, you know, burnout yesterday, I really did like fucking do too much in the sun. I just woke up about 5:30. Let the dogs out. I just went, fuck it. It was lovely at 5:30 as well. But I just thought, you know what, nah, bollocks to it. Let's have a day off and enjoy it. And yeah, chat to you lot. That's do my nutting. Music's do my nutting as well now. I'm going to change this. I'll be back in a tick. Hang on. Oh, back. Change the game. Soul Reaver 2. I picked that up from the charity shop. I thought I took that on. It was to hand. Hopefully you can see that. I've had to shut the door. The wire's come in. So it's 37.6. So that's going to climb because the door's shut. Right, let's crack on anyway. Beaker's going flat as a witch's tit and all. That is ain't helping. I can't taste nothing. Do this. This is a gift. The gift. The man that keeps giving, all the way from the land of the rising summer, mate, Busabi James. I had to do a bit of detective work on this because it just dropped through the door. I hadn't a Scooby-Doo what it was. It's a Wii game, quite sought after, rare, uncommon. Case closed, one truth prevails. And it just come through the post like that, and I was like, didn't order anything from CEX, definitely didn't order this game. There is no manual. It took me ages to work out it was from James. So I did some detective work on the post on the there's a code. On a stamp. So I managed to work out that that's where it come from. So many thanks, Happy James. I got a clue. This is a dating game, dating game, detective game. So I think some of his stuff was still at his mum, so he got his mum to post this. Yep. So many thanks, mate. He didn't have to. You never do. You know that. I always appreciate it. Yeah. So. Case closed, one truth prevails. Quite uncommon. So I did check, it's now 20 quid in CEX as well, so it's gone up. From local game shop, they just got these in. There's a few loose carts. One of them I nearly bought Rock and Roll Racing, but I checked my phone. Luckily, I don't keep the app up to date as much as I should, but I'd already input it in there, so I already had it, loose cart. I didn't have this one. So how much? Said 15 quid. Thought, it sounds alright-ish. Checked on, he goes, I can't find it in CEX. I checked the CEX, it's 15 quid in CEX. I could look at it, I could look at the labels alright. It needs a bit of a wipe over. Turtles Tournament Fighters, I do need this on the Megadrive. Crap game, but I thought, you know what, for 15 quid I'll have a punt. It's all there. So yeah, I mean, it's going rate, it's, you know, it's no more expensive or no cheaper. I thought it might have been a bit cheaper, just the way he sort of said, oh, I can't find it. And I think what he'd done, it was something like, oh, I bought it in for this much, so I'm selling it for that much, so he's maybe just doubles his money, so I'm guessing he bought it for like 7 quid or something. And that's how it works, so it is what it is. So all the rest of it now is Megadrive. I've got one CEX, a few eBay and a Facebook. And I can't remember the guy's name, and I'm too hot to go and check it. So I'll find out afterwards, and I'll put the guy's name in the description below. Because it's too hot, can't be bothered. I'm normally pretty good at jotting it down, so I weren't going to make this video. So anyway, you're not interested in that. We'll do the Facebook. Yeah, we'll do the Facebook bundle. I think it's all from the same guy. If it's not, again, I apologise. I'll put all the details down below. So. Load of Megadrive games, they all did come through as quoted as being complete. Is it all the same one guy? I can't remember now. Maybe it's split. Oh, I don't know. First up, and it was battered. I've got the proper case for it. It wasn't in the proper case either. I knew it was battered. It's just the outside sleeve. The inside's fine. Brian Lara Cricket. Yeah, it's sun faded to Fook, but it has got the manual and the label and everything cat. It is in really good condition. So. It's not an expensive game. I might better find one, you know, at Revival. Maybe someone's just got like a cart and the box and, you know, the sleeves in good nick, and I can cobble together a decent one. Some of these are quite expensive. Some of them aren't. Essentially, one that's the Kicks label. I'm not too fussed. I'm not, you know, I'm not going for all the Kicks variants. Neither am I. Being selective about not picking them up, if that makes sense. As long as it's the game and it's on the right format, I don't care. And it is the Lilyhammer Winter Olympics. So yeah, there's a few Hulk and stuff like that come in this variant, but it's all there. And the thing about these, again, the internals are exactly the same. So you know, if I'm that bothered, and if there's a cheap one that's, you know, carton box at Revolver, I might pop it. Might pick it up and then pop these insides. You know, I don't know. Fuck it, I'm not even drunk, I'm just fucking too hot. Fucking heat. 38.9 degrees now, I'm not joking, look. Fucking hell. You know, when you have that much beer, and then you go hell of dog. It's not really hell of dog, I'm not hungover. But I had that much yesterday. Watched a bit of the footy and stuff. And yeah, like, got mouth like fucking Gandhi's flip flop. Can't taste anything. This just tastes bland. And I know some people will say it's fucking, but it's like fucking piss anyway, Stu. But it's like piss tooty. What are you drinking it for? Fuck off. Not in the mood. Right. A lot of these are just filler titles. So main reason is you can't find these on CEX. So I've thought, you know what, the guy had a load of them. I thought, right, I'll just try and bag them. I've got a feeling some of these were at 2 lots, you know. Doesn't matter. Agassi tennis. He's bald now, Andre Agassi. It was a wig I think he was wearing. Did I hear that correct? I don't know. They're all complete. They're all in all right condition. They're not minters. A little bit label damage there. Again, they're not expensive. A couple of quid, I think. That's what you're looking at for some of these. Try and drink this before it goes fucking flat as fuck. Australian Rugby League. I've got the international, I think it's international Australian Rugby, which always kept, this is in great condition to be honest, probably because no fuckers ever played it. Yeah, like I said, there's international rugby, that always used to confuse me, which is not a difficult thing to do. This completes the NBA live ones. I think always all the NBA games, I can't remember now. NBA Live 97. A lot of these end, you know, a bit like the Saturn. You know, the 97s and 98 and 96s on any of the sports ones, you know, tend to sort of be a bit more pricier. FIFA 98, stuff like that. Shit like that. Shit. Well, I'm still missing the first Madden. It's not, again, it's a couple of quid. Well, watch by, say, keep my eye out at Revival for a lot of these sort of filler titles. Couple that are a little bit more, I don't know about this one actually, I think this is middle of the road, maybe over a £5. Dave Robinson's Supreme Court. It is all there. So overall, nice enough condition. I can't, you know, can't grumble. One that I'm surprised CEX don't carry. Price wise, probably just sub £10, I think. Hard driving. Absolutely balls hard in the arcades. I remember in Skeggy, the favourite haunt, used to go with John, they had the whole cabinet of this, and anyone who remembers it, it was like a proper car, it had a key and everything, clutch, the whole lot. And John's dad, so I said, come on John, and it was like £2 a go. It was like Afterburner. Back in the first crack, they're proper like almost like simulation. And I remember Afterburner being £1 or £2 a go. Maybe it's £1 a go back in the day, but probably would have been £2. That would have been extortionate for then. Probably £1. It's a lot of money then. You know, that's 10 goes on Double Dragon or something. He goes, go on John lad, yeah, have a go at this. And he just couldn't even get the fucking car moving because you had to put the clutch in, do the gear, and it was everything. Was, you know, it was mimicked it, and it was fucking rock hard. There is race driving, isn't there? I'm not sure if race driving was an arcade game, I don't know. But yeah, I'd love to see that arcade game again, the proper one, because the key was fixed. It wasn't the key taking it out, it was like just a you know, you had to just turn it and the car would start. Yeah, and that's kids, you're like, what the fuck, you just want to put your foot down and go. I'll do this one next. This is a little bit more pricier. I thought, I was like, I don't know why it is. Maybe it's because it might be the best boxing game on the Megadrive. I don't know, but it is Muhammad Ali heavyweight boxing. And for some reason, yeah, it does. It holds its value. You know, just a few of the games are like that, I suppose. It's just the nature of the beast. 2 more from this bundle. Again, I say it might be the same person. It might be 2 people. I can't remember. It is, because I know it is, because this one here was from a chap, and I bought 3 games off him, and I can't remember which ones they are now, because this one come from another chap, and I had to get some money back off of it. It wasn't anything. It wasn't really his fault, but I explain it. So yeah, this was definitely 2 people. I do apologise. This is 2 bundles split. So stupid. So the last of one, but I'm sure one of them I only got 3 games off of him. And for the life of me, I don't know what it. Actually, I think it might have been Lilyhammer. Lilyhammer and Hard Driving, I think. I think it was them 3 games. And this one. These can be a bugger to get. I know Scott Brand had his eye on this one. Because I was on an hour in his pack, depending on what price he come back with certain games. I think it was 20 quid all in. I think it was. This one's hardball. So this is one of the ballistic boxes that are an absolute bastard to find in any. This is enough. This is decent enough condition for me. It's got the old man of the wow. The cart needs a bit of the old prick. Yeah, prick. Yeah, the tray's not bad. It's got a little rip. They always rip. The corners always pop out on these. Yeah, and the label needs a bit of a prick of a stick. We can do that. So there's quite a few of these hardball fucking games on there. I think after this little bundle here, it's only number 3 I'm missing. Yeah, I think it's number 3. But we'll come to that when we come to it. So yeah, a bit of gunk at the back because he's obviously had the like a stick-on hang tab at the back. I've vague recollections of playing one of these on the Amiga. So those Miggy heads was hardball on the Amiga. I've got a feeling it was. I don't know if it's hardball 1, 2, 3, whatever. I don't know. I just got a very vague recollection of playing. Oh man, it's 40. We're hit 40.7. That's fucking ridiculous. Well, the last one, I'd say it's definitely a split bundle. So there's a chap that's selling again a load of sort of fillery titles. I checked my retro collector. I did need this one. It turns out this is one of them Australian ones. On looking at the listings for this game, what they've done with this, I think it's just the Genesis release, a bit like what they did with Thunder Force 2. You know, it was a Genesis one, and they just stuck a German manual in it. I believe this is the same for this one, but I'm counting it anyway. So I say I'm not, in terms of the Megadrive set, you know, I'm not sort of saying that it's all a full PAL one. It'll be a full UK PAL. So if I can pick up these Australian ones along the way, and you had one at the right price, I will. I'm not busting my balls, to be honest. Now the chap, when these come through and I was checking them, I realised, I thought, there's no manual. I looked at the listing, the pictures, and I mean to say, I don't know what it looked like. He just sort of said they've all got manuals, and obviously it turned out this wasn't. I didn't realise, he didn't realise, and he was kind of, I said, look, there's one for sale for a tenner with the manual. If you give me half that back, and he was gracious enough to do that, so I really do appreciate it. Just to prove I wasn't scamming you, I can't remember what the chap's name is now. I'll tell you, I'll put the links down below. I don't even think it's worth a tenner. It's probably worth a £5 or so. You know, sort of just got my money back if I like. It is Tony La Russa baseball. So there's a Tony La Russa 95. Yeah, so it's a Genesis. I say the PAL, the Australian one, I think, has just got a G sticker just literally stuck on it, because when you look at the spine it says Genesis as well. So the story is basically, that's the one. This is the one that the guy sold me. So it's got this green and blue here, and I thought it was sun faded. Now these are weird boxes because these are actually thicker and deeper. So you can see that the most. So that it come with, I'll show you what it come with, but it's essentially missing the manual. So I bought this one off of eBay. Was it the other way around? Oh, I can't remember now. One of them I bought off it. I think it was this one. So I've transposed some of the contents from that into this to make a complete one. There's still a poster that won't even fit in this. So this is the other one I've got. So as you can see, they both look pretty similar, but on the spines, one's green and one's blue. Now this sort of green one is like this limited number. So I thought, well, I might as well keep that if I'm, probably is, that one's probably got the G sticker on it, but I don't give a shit. It's Tony La Russa baseball 95. It's a Genesis version. This looks to be more of a collectible, if that's even the case. But what it is absolutely ram-packed. So I've stolen the manual from the other one, and what confused things is it comes with these, which I think is quite a unique thing. All these 27 playing cards, which are absolutely. So when I saw the picture, I assumed that the manual was in with that. As did the chap. I said, no, they're just the playing cards. Because even he said, he goes, well, where does the manual fit in? It won't, you know, because the actual hold is just ram jammed. So what I've managed to do just about is fit the manual and the cards in, and I just left the poster out. because I'm not that overly fussed, but it is literally like busting the gut. So yeah, I mean, I'll just put that on at some point. I don't, you know, don't need to. They're just different coloured spines. I did think that this one is sun faded anyway, but I thought couldn't have gone from green to blue. But you know, it's just because it's got a different, like, I don't know, limited number. I don't know what it means. I ain't got a clue. I'm too bothered to care. I don't. 41.8 degrees. Bit of CEX. Probably overkill for one game, for one title. Roll VT, the box opening. Last one, no manual. This is probably going back as well. So you'll probably see the pile of things there. None of these will probably see the light of day. But I might keep this one. Let's see. Oh, it might be. Oh no. Let's go. This fucked. Garfield caught in the act. I don't know. I might keep it. It's not too shabby on the outside. Cartridge needs to stick. I think I've stuck that down. That's what I'm talking about. The blue. Yeah, you can see it coming through the glue. Look, see, it looks like it's dirt. It's not though. I think that's the glue coming through. Yeah, but you can see the telltale peel. I think put that in a bit of a nicer case. I might keep that. Yeah, we've got 1 out of 4 that we're keeping. There you go. Yeah, so as you can see, it is Garfield caught in the act. I've swapped the case over, and it's all right. It's all right. It will do. It will do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. So a mint one of this is about 25 odd quid, I think, from CX. Took a flyer. It is manual-less. Inserts and everything else is okay. But just to show, and I think I showed in the video, you can see it is going a little bit like bespeckled. See on his eyes and that dark. It looks like dirt. I think it's the glue. So there's definitely something afoot. Something to do with the glue. I'm sweating. I can feel the sweat piss into my eyes now. But yeah, I've got a side-scrolling platform jobby. I don't know if it's any good or not. It's probably a pile of wank. Garfield. I did like Garfield. What was the other one? It used to be Garfield. It used to be people are shouting at me. You're the cat. I don't really like. I don't like cat. I'm not a cat person. But I did like Garfield. I like Odie. But what was the other cat one? Heathcliff. Heathcliff. No one should terrorise him. Metropolis. He knows all that. All his 80s stuff, 90s stuff. That's it for CEX. Nothing doing. There was a few bits that I bought and I've gone back because they were shite. So yeah, there's something to show there. So a couple of eBay purchases. Again, all of these don't exist on CEX at the minute, and whether they will or not in the future, I don't know. So I tried to get a deal where I could on most of them. One of them I bought blind. There was no picture at all. It just said very good. So I thought for the price, if it's shit, it will just go back. Because very good means, you know, it's got the manual and everything out. And it's one of these like bookstores, like Wilder Books or something. And it is very good. It's come through, and I tell you what, it was like a third of the price that most of them are going for. And it is Hardball 94. Now I don't know if Hardball 94 is Hardball 2. There doesn't seem to be a Hardball 2. There's a Hardball 3, which is again back into the cardboard box, but I can't find a Hardball 2. So I don't know if that is the fourth one, or if it's the second one. I don't know. Answer the postcard, or maybe they just didn't bother releasing number 2 out. I don't know. I can't seem to find a Hardball 2. This is one of these Sports Accolade releases, so it's a slightly different case. it is in fantastic condition. It's the only problem with it's missing the clasps to hold the manual in. But with these ones, because the size of the manuals, I think they're more of a hindrance. Because what you tend to find, it starts chomping into the edges of this. It don't work basically. But the cartridge and everything else, it really is in fantastic condition. One slight little chunk out of there, but I tell you what, there's someone daft like £4 delivered. Or a £5. It was something ridiculous. Most people are asking about a 10 or something for this. Again, it's just one of those games in the hardball series that I know very little to nothing about. Isn't baseball just like rounders? It's like cricket. I don't understand cricket either. Last two, there's nothing special here, guys, honestly. Again, fillers. I got this on the best offer. A couple of quid posted, delivered. Retroclap David Dan is uncommon. Maybe it is, I don't know. This is in great condition, so I can't argue what I paid for it at all. MiG-29 fighter pilot. Super 8 meg. Again, I have a strong suspicion I may have seen this on the Amiga back in the day. So it's a Domark game, or Domark. Domark. It is complete. So, you know, some of the games on there, I think some of these are maybe sub 100 games needed now. There's still a lot like this type of game, but don't make no bones about it. I need, you know, tons of the big hitters like the Wily Wars, Pirates of Dark Water, Alien Soldier, yada 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 yada. They're all there. You know, there's a few that I've got, but there's a few that I'm really missing. And that's no rush. You know, I quite like just the thrill of the hunt, picking them as and when they pop up. Yeah, just, you know, keep ticking over. And the last one, again similar to Hardball 94. It's one of these sports accolades, which I'm guessing were after the ballistics type releases. I think anyway. Did they become accolade games? I don't know. This guy was big back sort of mid-90s. So it's Barkley shut up and jammed. So it's Charles Barkley. Was he Miami Heat? Was it Miami Heat he played for? Very arcadey, very NBA Jam-esque. Box complete. And again, they've took that. I'm sure someone must have done that because this cartridge, this manual hasn't got any like scuffing on the corners. Cause I don't think they ever fucking fitted in. Not played it, so I can't really comment. But yeah, it's 2-on-2, sprite based. Yeah. So Mr. Barkley, shut up and jam. That's it. That's it, motherfuckers. 43.5. I'm gonna go before I fucking melt. I'm melting. Just to show you I am not full of shit. 43.5 degrees. 3:20. Take it easy, YouTube. I'll see you at Revival. Maybe do a video next week, but get your asses to Revival. Bye bye for now.